Welcome.
How are you, darling? It's so bright. I should have got my...
I know, it's like...
Hang on, let me get fixed up. Okay. Hello. Hello. Look, aren't you beautiful?
Doesn't she look amazing? Like,
Say, Joel's
sex babe. Literally, you're a sex babe. Sorry, I cut you off. What are you going to say?
I said, Joel's very cute.
Oh, thank you.
That was one of the first things when I walked in. I'm like...
If only I was straight.
Hi. It's alright, we can work something out.
Do you want a mum alone or can we get on with the fucking show?
Give me a few beers,
I'm not into labels, that's fine. Just whatever happens, happens. Just be.
That's right.
How are you?
I'm very good.
That's good. You used to all these big lights in your face, always on sunrise and,
Like, there's actually not that many lights when you're on a camera, on a stage set. It's a few sleazy camera guys and a few sleazy TV presenters and that's it.
Go on.
Anyway.
Drop names. Who's the sleazy TV host?
This isn't being recorded, right?
No, it's not being recorded. We have a bit of fun. I think when you're a sexologist and you jump onto a TV set, TV set, but it's a lot of fun behind the scenes. And sometimes I really wish that we could put what happens behind the scenes on camera, because we are joking around and most of the guys behind the cameras are all, blokey blokes, and we sit around and have a giggle about sex, and it may sometimes be a bit smutty. So maybe one day I'll do a behind the scenes of the morning show.
Do you wear the earpiece at IFB and like the producers that talk in your ear and say really inappropriate things?
No, I wear an earpiece and a microphone, but they don't talk to me, and I forget sometimes that I'm always on a microphone, so when you're not even on camera, and sometimes I have to go back and think, did I just bitch about someone or did I just say something really inappropriate?
Yeah.
And there's a whole control room of people that pick up on every word.
Wow.
So you do need to be careful when there's a camera or a microphone or there's a camera there, you're always on, things are recorded and they float up online when you don't want them to.
And you wrote a book as well.
I do. I wrote a book very quickly. The dream book deal was given to me and, can we have it back in 10 weeks?
Did you bring a copy? Like, we're going to do a shameless plug.
I actually didn't.
Do we have an image or something?
I'm in a love-hate relationship with it at the moment. I love the book. I love the content. It's called #single but dating. It was very empowering to write, but when you've written the book and then you go on press tour, it's like the child that you start to hate.
Yes.
you get so over it. You've got to think about it all the time and you've got to keep pushing it. So I got caught out the other day. Someone said, did you bring a copy of the book? And I'm thinking, for God's sake, it's that thing.
Where did the name come from? Because that really sums up, I think, the gay world in Sydney. Single but dating. This is what happens.
Well, it's this modern landscape. It actually came to me. I was sitting on under a tree in Vanuatu at a rowing carnival.
First world problem.
Hashtag first world.
Hard life.
Oh, darling. But it was one of those moments that I really had to do something that was different. And I kind of feel that our dating landscape has changed and we get so limited with labels, because often people would turn to me and say, are you seeing someone, are you in a relationship? And I think, well, I was with that guy last night and I've got a friends with benefits and I'm going on a date tomorrow night. And they would nearly pity you when you said, thank you for the applause.
Well done.
They would really pity you when you said you were single, especially as a woman in Sydney. And I want to turn around to them and say, don't pity me, I'm having more fun than most married people.
I'm loving this shit.
I'm having a great life. But
I'm getting dick 5 days a week.
Let's try 3.
Catch up.
I wasn't that bad. But there was a certain amount of experimentation that was going on, which I think is healthy. But there was never permission for it. It was always you trying to, are you single? Are you dating? Are you in a relationship? I was like, why can't we just be this single but dating? Which describes how we do it these days. And I think it just gives that element of, it's okay to have a friends with benefit. It's okay to be dating with black people. Oh, there it is.
Very.
It's kind of squished and blurred.
White screen.
I was very proud of the fact that they put my name bigger than they put the title. So I don't know if they were just trying to really drum in the fact that there was a bit of doctor action going on. Like, it's okay, we've got a dating book, but it's written by a doctor.
So you're officially a doctor? Or you have a doctorate?
I've got a doctorate. So
Did you get it on eBay or like is it
I didn't get it on eBay. I actually studied for it. So I have a doctorate in human sexuality.
Ooh.
So I can't write you scripts for Viagra or Valentine.
Damn it, that was one question.
I want to try one day.
Well, there goes half the audience.
I actually want to rock up to the hospital, and sometimes I've been there visiting a friend, and I've just wanted to charge up to someone and go, "Hi, I'm Dr. Nicole Goldstein. I'm supervising today's procedure." And just wait for them to, ask for my business
For some
card.
sort of accreditation.
And put my finger over the sexologist card and be like, "Ah."
So what is a sexologist? Do you just get to talk about horny shit?
Like dildos and vibrators and things like that.
And is your ringtone, let's talk about sex by Salt and Pepper?
I have actually contemplated changing it to that. I feel like it's something when I walk into a room. It
Let's talk about sex, baby.
That works.
Exactly.
Let's talk about you and me.
So sexology is a scientific study of sex, so that's our subject, and then within the realms of sexology you can choose which path you want to go down. So you could be a therapist, I choose educator.
Oh, I thought you were going to say vaginal or anal.
Don't forget oral. Why are you saying
Lost herself.
I need a moment to compose myself. Right, sorry, I interrupted.
That's okay. So
Still going.
Vaginal hands back to oral. Yeah.
vaginal, anal, and oral. Okay, so I choose to be a sex educator.
Okay.
Right? So that's where the sexologist comes from. So I use mainstream media to try and educate people about different topics. I do seminars, I do consulting work for people. I even get to work with sex toy companies sometimes.
Oh, do you get a good discount?
The funnest part. I do. I get
Okay.
really, and people send me heaps of stuff. So if you're ever floating around and you happen to find yourself in my apartment, there's like these big drawers of
The red
freebie
room.
stuff. Yeah, there's just these drawers, and every time I have a party, my friends steal all my crap.
What's been the craziest sex toy that somebody sent you? And have you used it?
Yeah, there's one that I haven't used because it has electrodes in it.
Ooh.
What? Yes.
That shit freaks me out. Anyone got electrode sex toys at home?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is not a.
Oh,
This is something there, it's a pelvic floor exerciser. So you insert it in, and then it's got these things that kind of pump it up so it hits the vaginal canal, and then on either side, like the TENS machine that you would have like on your back, and it spasms the muscles?
Yeah.
And then it has those on either side, and the idea is it's supposed to contract the pelvic floor muscles. But the thing is, you turn it on and you touch it, and it actually electrocutes you. So why would I put something like that inside? Exactly. Why would I put that in my vagina?
Yeah. Well, you could have some.
why not? Have we got a volunteer in the audience?
Yeah, I've got a spare one laying at home. I'll give it to you.
Oh.
Test it out.
The modern vajazzle.
Yeah. More like refried.
The refried.